Good evening to all the people today. We have the opportunity to have with all of us Anita Zachou. She is expert in olive oil tester by the University of Jaén, Spain. Also, she is agricultural engineer, and at the same time, she is in charge of the Holístico wellness coach in Mykonos, one of the most nice paradise in the world. And then she is combining the olive oil with the things that you can do in a paradise. Then she will be able to explain to everybody which things are doing in this kind of combination. Okay, good evening. How are you, Anita?
Hello, Juan. Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here with you and to speak about my business, what I do here in Greece. As you said, I had the luck and opportunity to spend 3.5 months in Jaén, in this olive oil paradise, and I'm very happy about that. And to gain such an important knowledge, because you people, you know a lot of things about olive oil. So yes, I live in Mykonos Island in Greece. Mykonos is the most famous and most touristic island in Greece. Unfortunately, we don't have our own olive oil mill at the moment. And production here is very small, but what we have is an amazing scenery, an amazing landscape, and a lot of people visiting. So I had the idea, because I was a professional taster since 2012. But to be honest, I didn't start my own business at that time because I was working in another company. So I decided when I moved here permanently to create Mykonos Olive Oil Tasting, an educational and consulting company in Mykonos Island, in order to offer olive oil tastings to visitors here, but also local consumers, kids, and culinary professionals, because we have a lot of good restaurants here, and also culinary professionals need training. So I offer olive oil tasting, and that means people come here and they can taste varietals from different parts of Greece. And of course, they indulge in this amazing world of olive oil. And they learn also about how to harmonizar, how to harmonize olive oil with food. So we learn food pairing, which is something very interesting for people, because you know olive oil is something you eat every day, you put on your table every day. So it's an amazing knowledge, very interesting for them to know how to use olive oil. So we do olive oil tourism in an island that it doesn't have an olive oil culture. You understand what I mean? So this is something very innovative and new.
Okay. In Mykonos, one question. In Mykonos, they are living Greek people or also from other countries?
You mean if they live during winter time?
Yeah.
Yes, we have a lot of people from abroad that they have bought houses here in Mykonos and they live all year round. And as you know, we have the pleasure to welcome visitors from all over the world here in Mykonos. So for me, it's amazing to meet people from all over the world and to be able to teach them and help them indulge in this amazing world of olive oil. And you know, this way you can make ambassadors of olive oil, because olive oil tasting is a life-changing experience. And when I say that, people cannot understand exactly what I mean, a life-changing. Why? You tasted olive oil. Why it should be so life-changing? Well, it's life-changing because it helps you change a habit, you know? And when you change habits, it's something you never forget. So when once you taste an amazing extra virgin olive oil, you can't go back. So when you return home, you cannot eat what you used to eat before. So your life has changed forever, and this is an amazing experience.
And when did you have the idea in order to begin to do this special and amazing things?
Well, the ideas came to me on 2018. And the first year of my company was 2019. 2019 was the first summer we started working with visitors. And to be honest, in the beginning, there were many people here in Mykonos that they didn't believe that this would be a success. Because, you know, they had this theory that visitors that visit here, that visit Mykonos, they come here to just for partying and laying on the beach. But I saw the opportunity because we have a lot of visitors that they're interested in gastronomy. And they want to know more about the local gastronomy. They want to taste olive oil because, you know, the visitor that comes in Greece or in Mykonos, he doesn't know if we produce olive oil in Mykonos. He knows he's in Greece, and Greece is the third producing country in the world. So he knows he can find some good olive oil to try. So they were also Googling the activity. For me, it was something, you know, very strange. I didn't believe it at first, that there were people searching to do olive oil tasting in Mykonos, and even from the wintertime, to book this experience from wintertime.
Okay, and which varieties are you tasting? All the varieties or in a special?
Yes, we are in my program. We are tasting 5 extra virgin olive oils. That means 5 different varieties, and also we taste 3 defective olive oils. I know this is something new also, because when you do hedonistic hedonistic tastings, normally you don't offer to people defective olive oils.
No,
but
it's okay in order to know which one is good and which one is not good.
Yes, exactly. That's why I do that, because for me it's very important for people not only to taste the good stuff. It's good also to taste defective olive oils in order to start understanding the differences between qualities, you know. So, of course, we taste Koroneiki, you know, it's the most famous Greek variety in the world. Yes. But they also taste other varieties such as Manaki or Chalkidikis or Kolovi, Tsunati, Yanoya. We have so many varieties here in Greece, amazing varieties with different organoleptic profiles, aromas, flavors. So, yes.
Okay, very, very, very good. And then the group, how many people are in each group when you are tasting in each program?
Well, in 2019, we could have until 15 people on the table. But now with the COVID measures, we cannot have 15 people on the same table. Last year, I had until 6 people on the same table. But I also did a lot of private tastings because people wanted to be alone without other people they don't know in the same table. So I did a lot of private tastings. I had to go to villas. I had also to go to private yachts, even private beaches, you know, to do olive oil tasting because people wanted to be alone. Yeah. So I had to be flexible and to adjust to the new things, to the new situation.
Very, very, very nice. It's very, very good things to share. Environmental with olive oil and the beach and so on is amazing. It's very, 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 very good. One question. You know that we are giving you this interview due to the next edition of Expoliva. Have you ever been in Expoliva in the past or not?
No, to be honest, I haven't been in the past. It's every 2 years, as I remember. And we had also the COVID, so it wasn't possible. So no, but I'm looking forward to it. I will come this September to visit you. I know it's a very important exhibition for olive oil professionals. For me, it's amazing that it's being held in land such as Jaén, the world capital of olive oil. It's important to be surrounded by olive trees and to learn all these things about olive oil from very important people, and also to taste all these amazing olive oils that you have there. And not only, I know you have also olive oils from other countries, right?
Okay, yeah. The last edition arrived to Jaén people from 70 countries from the world, and then also we had the opportunity to taste 200 olive oil from different places of the world, and then it's a very nice place in order to understand how the technology is. How is the evolution of the technology? How is the situation in the world, in the olive oil world? And then it's a good moment and a good place in order to understand and to learn more things about the sector. Then, if you are able to arrive, please do it, because you will enjoy in this way, and also you will improve your networking activities and so on. You were living in Jaén 3 months or more time?
What did you say? I didn't hear you.
In Jaén, did you were living 3 months or more
Yes.
time? 3 months.
Yeah, almost 4 months I was in Jaén. Yes.
Did you finish your program, or up to now are you?
Yes. Yes. I graduated. I finished my program, and I was very lucky because it was 2019, so we didn't have the COVID. So I visited a lot of olive oil mills, and I have met a lot of people, producers, maestros, the Almazara, and also I visited all the events, because you organize amazing events these 3 months in Jaén. So it was La Fiesta de Primer Aceite and Martos, a lot of product launches, and also the Maestros de Almazara, they organize amazing jornadas, like seminars.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. So you can, apart from the course in the university, you can learn amazing things if you attend all these events and seminars in Jaén.
The environmental of the olive oil activities.
Mm-hmm.
One question: I was seeing your back screen, and then I know that in some places like Japan, I had the opportunity to check, and also in Greece, you have olive oil mills, but moving by the wind. Is still this situation available in order to check in Greece or not?
Well, these mills you see behind me is not for olive oil, of course. They use these mills to I don't know what's the word exactly, to make a flour.
Yes,
for making bread. You understand what I mean? So cereal mills. Yes, exactly. So yeah, it took energy from the wind, and it could press the wheat and create flour in order to make milk. But now, no, we don't have in action this kind of mills. They're just monuments.
Okay. One question. Now, as you know, Greece is one of the most important key players in the world. Mm-hmm. From the point of view of the olive oil sector. It's the third country in order to if we are talking about production, and the fourth one if we are talking about consumption. How is the situation up to now in Greece?
Well, we had let's say a good year, a good season. We had the production of 270,000 tons this year. Normally, we export around 150,000 tons, which 110 is in bulk. That means like 70% of the production is being exported in bulk and not bottled olive oil. I think that there is a great opportunity there. For me, it's very important to bottle and to have a named product, and the prices could be better, of course. So this is the actual situation. So normally we consume bottled olive oil inside the country around 40,000 tons, and like 60,000 tons is the consumption, self-consumption of the producers. You know, they produce and they consume by their families. But you know, we are the third in production in the world, but we are the first in consumption, you know, per person. You know that?
Yes, per person, yes, I know, yes, thank you very much. The per capita
yes, exactly. So we consume around 25 kilos per person of olive oil.
You know that the average in total in the world was 400 grams. Then your consumption per capita is 50 times, more or less 50 times the average of the world. You are totally right.
Yes.
It's very, very impressive, this situation.
Yes.
What's your opinion about the international sector up to now in the world? You know that up to now the olive, you can find olive oil in 67 countries, and then the consumption up to now arrived to 198 countries. What's your opinion about the future in the sector?
Well, I believe that olive oil is becoming a star product. Is becoming a trend, although it has a history of 6,000 years in on this earth. But people are starting to know more about olive oil the last, let's say, 10 years. And this is also due to the research, the studies. We have a lot of studies about the health benefits of olive oil, and especially of extra virgin olive oil, because as you know, olive oil is not one product. It has quality categories and varieties and different aromas and intensities. So for me, it's important to educate people. For me, the most important marketing tool is education. We have to educate people on all levels, from schools, consumers, producers, olive oil mill owners, people selling olive oil in the stores, culinary professionals. It's very important, because I don't know exactly in Spain, but in Greece, for example, in cooking schools, they don't learn olive oil tasting. So the chef, later, when he will be a professional, he doesn't know how to taste olive oil. And of course, he doesn't know how to pair different varieties and intensities with the food. So this is crazy. So for me, we have to start educating culinary professionals. And I believe that gastronomy is a delicious and nice way to educate people and to help them discover the world of olive oil.
Totally right. In Spain, we have the same problem. We finish it's like a one report that we were doing in 198 countries, and then at the end of the day, the people which consume olive oil is from 49 years old to the end. And then we have to improve, like you are talking about, with education, with the argument of the health of this kind of things, in order to push the people, the young people especially, in order to try to improve the demand, the consumption in this special age, because up to now we are not doing in this way. In Spain is similar. It's similar. Yes. We have the same problem, and then you know that the per capita consumption in Spain is more or less less than 50% of the per capita consumption in your country. This is not okay for the first producer in the world. This is not okay. And then, okay.
And and Juan, you have done a lot of steps, more steps in promoting olive oil in your country, because you have also olive oils of Spain, which they are doing an amazing job promoting Spanish olive oil. So I think, yes, you should focus a little more in the new generation.
Totally agree with you. We have in the most important countries, in the most important producer countries, like Tunisia, like Greece, like Italy, like Spain, like Turkey, the consumption is going down step by step. This is a problem, because we are looking for new markets in order to consume olive oil when we are losing our own market in each of these countries. I think that you are totally right. In my opinion, all these countries together have to improve the consumption, because otherwise we will have a problem in the future. And one more question: what's your opinion about the evolution? You know that up to now we have in the world two different tendencies in the oliviculture. In one hand, we have the new olive orchards based on efficiency and so on, and in another hand, we have the traditional olive trees, crops, olive orchards. Which is your opinion in the future? Up to now, we have 11.5 million of hectares planted with olive trees. Are you thinking about that this area will increase, will not increase? What's your opinion, please?
Well, I would say that the first step is to increase consumption and then to increase production. Yes. So this is the first step. As I told you, we have to educate people. We have to make olive oil a trend. We have to promote olive oil all over the world, so to increase consumption. And then, yes, you can cultivate the high intensity olive groves and produce more quantity. Well, to be honest, if I see it from the part of nature, I don't like super high intensity cultivations, to be honest. Yes. Es una barbaridad. Well, okay. I believe, well, traditional also should evolve because it's easier when you evolve to harvest also, you know, to apply mechanical harvest when you have a different, because, okay, the traditional groves in Spain are completely different than traditional groves in Greece, because in traditional groves in Spain, you can do mechanical harvest, for example, but in Greece, you cannot, because one tree is here and the other tree is up in the mountain, you know? So it's very difficult. But okay, a middle situation, I believe, is the best for the environment and for people and also for the production.
Yes, yeah. You explain very, very intelligent things, because firstly, we have to improve the consumption, and after that, we have to think about the production. Totally agree with you. Yeah. But in the business, the steps are not for order. Let's see. Now we have a very good situation in Spain and in the world with the prices in Oliva. But I think that in no more than 1 year, 2 years, will change again. And I don't know. Do you want to explain some more thing about your country, your island, your company, please?
Yes, I would like to say that I would like to pass a message to people in the olive oil sector that we need more olive oil tourism units, because, you know, we have to take advantage of the visitors, because the visitors coming to our country and to your country, they are in a good mood, they are in vacation mode, so they are more open to learn and to feel and to taste and explore. So if we want to export more olive oil, we should focus on training the tourists, because the tourists, they are the potential customers of us. You understand what I mean?
Passion for emotion, no?
Yes, exactly. So we have to train the tourists. It's very important because they are coming to our country. So it's important to speak to them about olive oil and to make them taste olive oil and to explain all the benefits of olive oil. So when they return to their countries, they are loyal customers and they are ambassadors of the olive oil of your country. And also we can do olive oil tourism even in locations that we do not have a very ancient olive groves, or we do not have an olive oil mill, because, you know, the most essential part of an olive oil tourism activity is the tasting. So if people are trained and they know how to guide a tasting, and of course, if they have love and passion, because what you transmit is your love and your passion for the product, you can create olive oil tourism, let's say, points in many parts of the country, even in places that there isn't any olive oil culture.
Yes,
so,
each person is an ambassador in the world in order to prescribe the olive oil. You're totally right. Yes.
Yes, of course. And for me also, I believe that the countries that we are producing olive oil, we do not have a strong olive oil culture, you know. We have to start creating an olive oil culture. And how do you do that? You do that through education. You do that by having some ambassadors of olive oil in your own country. This could be a chef, it could be an actor, or an actress, or a singer, because people, they need to see their idols, you know, consuming olive oil. We have to start about this. We have to start by creating olive oil menus in restaurants and to have olive oil sommeliers in the restaurants, because this is the way to start creating culture. Because, you know, if you say to an average Greek or Spanish person to give 15 euro for a bottle of wine, they will give it very easily. But if you say to them, give 15 euros for a liter of olive oil, you know, they will not give it easily. This is a lack of culture, olive oil culture.
Totally agree. The culture improve the consumption and also the price of the olive oil. You're totally right. You're totally right. Okay, Anita, thank you very much for sharing your time with us. It was a pleasure for us
Juan, I lost you, Juan.
To be with 40 minutes, and then please, if we invite you again to arrive to Expoliva if you want to enjoy, and congratulations for these activities, this kind of promotion that you are doing for the olive oil in this sector for the world, in order to improve the demand, the consumption, the culture, the experience, and so on. Thank you very much.
Thank you too, Juan.
Okay.
Thank you for having me, and I will see you in September.
Okay, see you. All the best, Anita. All the best.
All the best to you too. Bye. Thank you, Juan.
Welcome. All the best. Thank you very much.